Then we'll start at 4:10. All right.
Okay, okay.
Okay. So we are going to begin with the orientation now. So I welcome you all to this virtual orientation of Photobug, and I hope that you're all doing pretty well. So I like to make some points clear beforehand. How we are going to conduct this orientation? What are the uh, phases that we're going to conduct this orientation in? So we're going to have the introduction to the society, what we do, how we do, and then we're going to talk about how can you be a part of it, or what the society expects out of you as a member. What are the ways you can get into the society? And then at the end, towards the end, we're going to have an informal session where we'll be taking in your doubts, your queries, whatever you have in mind and you want to ask us. Okay, so this is how it's going to proceed. I request you all that if you can turn your cameras on, it would be really great to see faces we're talking to. And please keep your mics turned off so that we don't get any disturbances. If you have any questions that you want to ask, you can post them in the chat box. We have no worries about that. Okay, fine. So let's talk about this orientation. We are conducting this orientation so that you get to know us and you get to know how we work. And then you can make your decision to get into the society, into the recruitment process. Okay, so can we have the slide? So let's start with what Photobug is. So this is a very personal view. So Photobug is a society in our college, Shri Guru Nanak Dev Khalsa College, which works at any event that takes place in the college. Now we conduct various photo walks, we conduct various competitions, we conduct various workshops, and we also cover almost every event that takes place in the college that took place in the college before the pandemic happened. So we are the official photographers of the college as well. So this is what Photobug is about. This is just the definition that you can look onto the screen, but there's a lot more that you're going to know about the society through this orientation process. Can we have the next slide, please? Why? Okay. So to begin with, I'd like to introduce the two major people in this society. So Dr. Ashish Thomas is the convener of the society. He is the assistant professor of environmental study of the Department of Environmental Studies in the college, and he has been the part of this society from the formation of the society back in 2012. So he is a person that you would really like to work under. He has guided almost all of us towards our betterment, towards the society's betterment. When we came into the society 2 years ago, we were told by our seniors that he is not just going to be a teacher or a mentor or a convener. He's going to be a guide. He's going to be someone you can freely talk to about anything. And trust me, I can vouch on this that he's going to be a wonderful convener for you all if you become a part of this society. Now we have a trend that follows in this society that we have mentor each and every year. So the mentor is usually a pass out senior and an alumni of the society who has been working in the field of photography. So Mr. Manav Chok, he was the president of Photobug Society as well. He's currently working as a freelance photographer and has worked for various companies. His niche is commercial photography, product photography, and he is a wonderful person to interact with. Everything that goes out of this society that you see or you must have seen on our Instagram page, the magazine, whatever the work we have conducted, everything goes through him, and he makes sure that whatever we do, we give our best output. So and personally, he is an amazing person to spend time with, pretty fun. So until this year, you're going to be like till the next year, he's going to be a part of the society. And once you become a member of our society, you're going to really enjoy working with him as well. Next, please. Okay. Now I'd like to introduce you to the team. Currently, this is the team of 9 members. So first, it's me. Then Nidhan Singh. He's the vice president of our society. You can find him there. Then we have Chinmay Singh, Ravi Kaur, Surbani Kaur, Abhay Kant, Gaurang Arora, Gagandeep, and Jyotika Nair. So this is the current team you will be working with as you become a part of the society. Can we have the next slide? Okay. Now achievements. This is something that every society talks about. So we're going to talk about it as well. We really feel proud at this moment that we're going to tell you about what the society has achieved. Although we cannot put in everything that we have achieved so far in almost almost 10, 12 years, but we're going to give you a glimpse. So the biggest achievement that we really feel proud to talk about is the launch of our magazine Captura. So this is the first magazine that any society has ever introduced, ever published in our college. So we're the first society to publish a magazine, and it's really wonderful to see how a magazine turned from a single idea to a full-fledged magazine, as you can see. As you can see in the screenshots, we have been through a very tiresome process, but a fun process. We literally sat hours and hours brainstorming the ideas about this magazine, and we finally turned into this beautiful product that we have created. You can check it out on our Instagram bio as well. It's there. It's posted in the link tree, so you can go through the magazine as well. So this is one of our biggest achievements so far, and we plan on continuing this trend, and we'll be publishing magazine every 6 months in this society. So once you become a part of the society, you're also going to be a part of this magazine. Okay, so when you become a part of this society, we promote participation. Our members participate in various competitions conducted by IIMs, IITs, and all reputed institutions and colleges across India. What we focus on is that students do not go for winning a prize, but rather participate in the competitions. So we have made a mandate that every student needs to participate in certain number of competitions every year to maintain a record. So our students have participated in a maximum of 15, 20 competitions, and some of them have brought laurels to the society as well. But there are some students who have not won prizes, but they are also appreciated because they participate. So we promote a culture of participating in a lot of competitions because you learn, you go out. Before the pandemic, we used to send students to different colleges of Delhi University in competitions. So we hope that once this pandemic ends and you're in the society, you're going to enjoy that part as well. Okay. The next thing we're going to talk about is photo walks. Now, every photography society conducts photo walks, and trust me, it is the most fun part that you would like to enjoy as your time in the photography society. So why do we even conduct photo walks? What happens on those photo walks, and what goes in and what comes out of those photos? We're going to talk about this. So we go to different places. We choose Humayun's tomb. We chose Safdarjung tomb. We chose Suraj Kund. We chose a lot of places to go for photo walks. Now, why do we conduct photo walks? Okay, so first we learn how to work as a team because the whole team goes to a location. They understand the different settings of the ambience, the environment. They understand how to work together, because if you want to create a photograph at a certain place, you need someone's help as well. Now in photo walks we learn how to help each other create photos, take photos that are brilliant. And we also learn because we have our either convener or the mentor with us, or some senior who has a good experience, or even we call resource persons to our photo walks, so that we can learn from them what they actually have to teach us about different settings that are needed to be learned during the whole process. Now, this is all what you know about photo walks probably, but what goes behind photo walks is the different kind of fun and different kind of interactions that we have with each other. Photo walks are usually aimed at building a connection within the team, because we travel together, we go to places together. So it's not just going to be about photographs, it's also going to be about a lot of other conversations, meaningful conversations that you're going to have with your teammates. We go out, we have fun, we eat snacks, we go to some restaurant, have food afterwards. So it's going to be a wholesome experience that you're going to have during the photo walks, and it's really fun to have. Like, you learn and have fun together and create some brilliant masterpieces that you could post on your pages or whatever, wherever you want to. So this is the team building and connection building process that takes place during a photo walk. I'd like Nidhan to continue with the past events. So he's going to give you a glimpse of what we have achieved so far, whatever events we have done, and why we have done those events.
So
Nidhan.
we have done multiple events in past, as we will explain in about in 2 to 3 slides. Like we have done our lifestyle photography with Mr. Aviral Dhawan. He was our resource person. He is a freelancer. Where he is specialized in commercial and product photography. As you can see, this was our first, like you can say, offline event in our college after the pandemic. And another piece, another slide away. So this is the photo story event, which the online event, which we have done with Mr. Sandeep Das. He was the top photographer of Kerala, and you can see his clicks. He shared us about the experience he had in wildlife, like different experience with animals, and clicking different pictures around the wildlife. And another slide, please. So this was the workshop by Mr. Ravi Dhingra sir, and on the topic of light and shadow, which is a very most important topic if you are in around photography. So he had also launched our magazine too. It was our most important event with Mr. Ravi sir. And another slide, please, Abhay. So these are other events which had been conducted from Photobug in past, like Surlok 18, 2018, where Guri was there. So other peoples also can come and have a look there. So this is the annual exhibition we have every year, but due to this pandemic, we are not able to do that offline. So after maybe in 2022, hopefully we will do this again. Next, Abhay. Here are the glimpses of annual exhibitions. We have a very fun there, like decorating our areas, sticking pictures, printing pictures. So, Siddharth, can you continue with Photoshop
Yeah.
sessions?
Yeah. Okay. So I also like to mention a few pointers. So why do we actually conduct these workshops, these talk sessions, and everything that Mr. Nidhan has just spoken about? So as he talked about the wildlife photography workshop that was conducted with Mr. Sandeep Das. So Mr. Sandeep Das is a very renowned personality. You can even Google his name, and he was awarded the Kerala Best Photograph of the Year 2019 award. Now, there was a significance of that event. We don't usually conduct events just like that because we want to conduct events. We want to teach students the art of photography, because it's not that everyone is into commercial photography, everyone is into freelance photography. Some want to know about wildlife photography as well, some want to explore it. So Mr. Sandeep Das was called upon the occasion of World Photography Day. Now, World Photography Day was one occasion, and we also wanted people to know about the reality that goes into when a person goes into the wild and clicks the pictures. So he shared like a ton of experiences. Some were dangerous. He explained how fragile the wildlife is, because you cannot go close to them. You cannot actually reach out to some tiger or some bear right up front, because he's going to attack you. So he told us, or the snakes, because he specializes in snakes as well, reptiles. So he told us how the wildlife respects the humans, and how humans should respect the wildlife as well. We collaborated with NVSH, the environmental club of our society, and we also promoted the message of wildlife conservation through this particular workshop. So apart from learning the art of photography, we also cover a lot of other topics that need to come out and that students need to know about. So this was the significance of this event, and we conduct all the other events with a particular significance. So you learn how to work as a team, because usually what people think is that a photography society is not going to work online. It's not going to be that you don't if you don't own a camera right now, if you don't have a camera and you cannot just sit in front of your laptop and work in a photography society. No, you can work in a photography society even sitting at your homes, and that is what we proved over the past couple of years. We conducted various online workshops. Some of the examples are going to be shown up on your screen as well. So this is what happens in a photography society. So if you think that just because you're staying at home, you're not going to be a part of the society, you definitely are going to be a part of the society and work as well. So just like this workshop was conducted by Mr. Ravi Dhingra, who is a very senior photographer. He is a Canon EOS maestro, and he really gave a wonderful workshop on the topic of light and shadows, which is particularly very important if you are a photographer. Next slide up here. Now, I'm going to talk to you about something that we really missed out. Like, we did enjoy a 6 month span of time in the college, but we couldn't have the fest. But what we heard from our seniors is what I'm going to quote right now. So, since photographers of Photobug are the official photographers of the college, they get a chance to go up front to the stage. They get a chance to access locations that are not given to any other person in the whole audience. So we used to call a lot of Punjabi singers and celebrities during the fest Surlok. So when Guri was called everyone in the team was allowed to meet him. Everyone in the team was allowed to click pictures of this person, and that is the benefit that you get as a Photobug member. Now we were talking about exhibitions. So exhibitions are pretty fun, okay. But what do they actually teach us? They teach us how we work as a team, how we work hard, how we are going to actually bring out the best um, display of us as a society. Because the pictures that are posted actually showcase the talents that we have as a society. So exhibitions were conducted offline pre-pandemic, but now they're not conducted, which is really unfortunate. But we do plan that as soon as the college opens, we conduct some offline event, some exhibition or something, so that you guys, like the future team members, can enjoy all that the current team members missed out on. So can we have the next slide, please? Okay, so here are a few glimpses of the exhibition that was conducted a few years ago. Now we come to the very important topic, because we'll also be recruiting graphic designers and editors. So it's not necessary that you already have a knowledge of Photoshop or Blender or After Effects or any other, like DaVinci Resolve, or any other software that is actually needed for editing videos, photos, graphics, illustrations, whatever. We give Photoshop and all the technical sessions to our students. We teach them how to make posters, illustrations, edit videos, use Premiere Pro, Camtasia, and whatever software that is essentially used for these purposes. So it's not going to be that, oh, I don't know how to use a Photoshop software. I don't know how to edit videos, and how can I be a part of Photobug? You definitely can be a part of Photobug if you even if you do not know anything, but you have a knack, you have a spark inside of you. Yes, I want to learn. I want to be a photographer or a videographer. You are welcome to be a part of the society if you have that spark inside of you, and we will look at that as well. It's not just going to be your current skills, it's going to be your curiosity to learn more, because we are going to turn you or polish your skills as much as we can once you are in the society. Next slide, please, Abhay. Okay, so this is a BTS of the competition that was conducted offline. So it is really fun when you actually conduct a competition offline, because you meet a lot of people, you work in a team, you have responsibilities on your shoulder that you need to look after, you need to manage a lot of things. So in Photobug, it's not just going to be pick up a camera and just click a photo or shoot a video. That's it. No, you're going to learn how to manage. You'll know how to lead a team. You'll know how to talk to people, how to actually reach out to companies like Canon. You'll reach out to them. You'll talk to them. You'll build up a relation, and you're going to invite them to the college for a particular workshop. So this is going to be building up your public relations skill as well. So it's going to be a wholesome, comprehensive development of your personality, not just in regard with photography or videography. Next slide, please, Abhay. So these are few of the workshops that we conducted earlier. We couldn't actually accommodate every screenshot or every photo because of time constraint, and because we have a lot of data that we could have shared. So next, please. Okay. So this is what you really are here for. Why do we want to, what we are looking for? Why, how can you be a part of the society? What do we expect? And what should you expect from Photobug as a society? So let's talk about photographers and videographers. Okay, you have a camera, you know how to click a picture, you are like a budding photographer, maybe a professional photographer, or you need to learn about photography or videography in that regard, so you can be a part of the society. What we look in you is that you have a little knowledge about photography. That'll work. You'll tick mark that checkpoint as well. You know about videography. Okay, fine. But we'll also look that you have that spark inside of you to learn more. You have that space you can actually fill up, and you're willing to learn. That is what we are looking for in a photographer or a videographer. You might not be clicking pictures uh, as per our requirement. No worries, we don't have any issues, but we can judge that you can improve, because most of us in the team When we came into this society in the first year, if you look at those pictures, you'll actually laugh at them. We will laugh at them, but we shouldn't be, because everybody learns, everybody grows. Whatever we are clicking right now, if we look at these pictures after a span of 2 years, 3 years, we'll probably feel what are we actually, what did we actually click? Because the process of a photographer is to grow and learn throughout. So this is what we expect from a photographer or a videographer, and you're going to be a part of the society in that capacity. So we expect that. Now, what should you expect from our society? Now, as a photographer or videographer, you will be getting a lot of exposure. Like in this pandemic, you did not get a chance to go out, but you will definitely get a chance to go out in the coming years. So you'll be going to different colleges for collaborations. Personally, me and Nidhan, we went to College of Business Studies for a collaborative event. We covered their event as well. In the past, other seniors have also been to other colleges for covering their events. So this is what you get to learn. You go out, you interact with people, you get exposed, you learn how to click pictures in different settings. You cover events in the college that take place. So this is what you are going to get from the society. Now, content writers. Well, a lot of you must be thinking that content writers have a very little role to play as a part of photography society. No, you can check out the magazine that we published, and I must say that it was 50% the content department that worked, content and research department that worked, and 50% was the graphics and design department that worked for it. So, since we plan on having successive editions of that magazine, we need to have people who can research and write content for the society. It's not just going to be a magazine. We have various events for which we need to report the events officially, unofficially. We create texts, we create write-ups. So we need content and research department for that. So, if you have a knack for photography, you have a little interest or curiosity about photography, and you still want to be a content writer, you can be a content writer as well. You can also be a photographer and a content writer as well. We have no issues because we have a number of members right now who can do almost both the things. So this is how a content writer is going to work in the society. Now, graphic designers. Well, if you are a photographer, you probably are going to be a good designer as well. But it could be the other way around as well. You could be a graphic designer, but you do not know how to photograph. So you're going to learn photography, staying in the society, but specifically as a graphic designer, you'll be needed to create posters, you'll be needed to edit the videos, you'll be needed to create B-roll, cinematographic videos, and designs as well. Like if you look at the magazine that we published, a lot of designing effort went into that. So that is what we require a graphic designer in the team for. But definitely, if you want to be a part of any two departments, you can be a part of two departments as well. You can be a graphic designer and a content writer, or you can be graphic designer or a photographer, or you can even be one of the three categories in the society. So this is how we work. These are the three major departments that we are looking to recruit people for. Now I'll just move on to the recruitment process. Now, how are we going to recruit you? What is going to be the process and how it is going to be? So we're going to circulate a form. You will find that in the chat box if it hasn't been posted yet. And we'll also circulate a message on your respective WhatsApp groups so that you can share it with your friends who haven't joined the orientation as well. So the recruitment process is going to be like, we'll have two rounds. Okay, so the round one is going to be task based. Okay, so if you apply for a photographer or a videographer, you'll be getting a task that you need to complete in a stipulated time. If you apply for a content writer, you will be supposed to write a content task that we are going to provide with you again within a time frame. Okay, and if you want to be a graphic designer, again you will have to complete the task. Now once you have completed the task, you'll be judged on your task, and then we'll move on to round two, which is going to be a personal interview round. And trust me, it's not going to be very scary. It's going to be a pretty informal sort of interview. We don't We don't really care about asking you a lot of tough questions. We just want you to feel comfortable and answer to you to answer very honestly to us. Okay, so this is how we're going to proceed with the recruitment process. Now, you don't need to think that if you do not know photography, you cannot be a part of the society. You still can be. You might not be good at photography right now. You might be good at managing, but you'll learn photography once you are in the society. So give your best. That's what I ask you all. Do not be scared. Do not worry about what your results are going to be. Yes, you just need to do whatever you feel like doing. Okay, it's a very open society. We have a very open sort of communication channel. We don't really care about about the senior or the junior thing. We don't have authoritative control over the juniors. We are all friends over here in the society. So it's a very fun to be society. You'll understand that once you're in the society. So that was all about the presentation and the formal part. Now we'll move on to the part where whatever queries that you guys have, we'll welcome them and we'll answer to anything that you have. तो ये मत सोचना that you're going to be asking any stupid question क्योंकि वहां पर और लोग भी हैं. नहीं, you can ask anything that you want to ask from us. Okay, so Nidhan and I are going to clear any queries that you have right now. So you can raise your hand and we'll ask you to unmute yourself. All right, so you can go ahead, or you can even post your question in the chat box if you like to.
Guys, you can freely ask anything. Is it
Oh,
necessary we have DSLR?
okay. It's not really necessary if you have a DSLR or not, but we would prefer that you have a DSLR. Okay, because openings for mobile photographer is very limited. Now, considering the current situations, we can give you a chance if you are a bit more about content. Okay, just a second. Uh, so we can definitely consider you if you're exceptionally good as a mobile photographer. But that is going to be a little tough. Like it's very competitive. You'll be competing with people with DSLRs. So if you really stand out among those DSLR photographers, you're welcome to be a part of the society. And you don't necessarily need to have a DSLR if you want to be a graphic designer or a content writer, or even a cinematographer. Like if you have a good mobile phone and you create great videos with that, you're welcome to be a part of this society. Okay, a bit about content writing. So, what basically content writing will include, is that what you're asking for? So, I'll answer that. Content writing will include writing up reports for the society, writing up invitations for the society. We collaborate with a lot of other societies, we collaborate with a lot of other institutions, we collaborate with the companies. So, you need to be able to express what our society needs. Okay, our society wants, and you can communicate that through your write-ups. We also create, like, you get a lot of messages on WhatsApp. Now that is the content department writing. The magazine's content and research is the content department's work. So a content department gets a lot of work as a member, like if you are a member of the content team. Okay, how can we be a part of the society? So we have circulated this form. We'll be circulating this form later on in the groups as well. You can fill this form. You can put in your whatever details you've asked. Just fill the form, and then you'll be asked to join a group where we'll be posting the round one tasks. You complete the tasks, and then we'll be scrutinizing your work. We'll judge you on the work that you've done, and then we are going to move to round two, which is the interview round. So after the interview, you can be a part of the society if you clear the two rounds. I hope I've answered your query. Okay. So do you guys have any other questions?
Be free to ask anything, guys.
Yeah. Okay, we'll wait for 2 minutes, and if you guys do not have any questions, we'll end this orientation session. But before that, we'll ask you to join us on our social media, because can we join the society after a few months? Okay, so Atharv, this is the part where we recruit the members, and uh, okay, so you might be able to join the society, but the chances are very slim, because we'll fill up the spaces. We have a particular number of students that we have to recruit. So it might be a little difficult to fit you in after a few months. And may I ask, why do you want to join the society after a few months? Because we are recruiting right now. Okay. Vanshika, I am currently in my third year, and I'll tell you the third year members. I'm currently in the third year. Nidhan is in the current year, in the third year. So is Chinmay, Ravi, Surbani, uh, in their third year. Okay. What kind of task we have to perform on the photography? Guys, we are going to declare that the soonest we can. We'll let you know in a day, in almost a day. Like, we'll probably be circulating the rounds by tomorrow, or
Yeah,
yeah, by evening. So don't worry
by
about that. सोसाइटी ज्वाइन कैसे करनी
can
है?
we join? Hmm.
निदान बता दो।
सोसाइटी ज्वाइन कैसे करनी है?
हाँ जी।
यू हैव टू फिल द फॉर्म। अभी हमने फॉर्म दिया है इसमें, और हम व्हाट्सएप पे भी और हर जगह सर्कुलेट कर देंगे, सोशल्स पे भी। तो वो फॉर्म में यू हैव 3 डिपार्टमेंट्स: वीडियोग्राफी, फोटोग्राफी, ग्राफिक डिजाइनिंग एंड कंटेंट राइटिंग। उसके अकॉर्डिंग यू कैन फिल द फॉर्म। आपके पास राउंड 1 की इन्फॉर्मेशन आ जाएगी। उसके बाद वी हैव इंटरव्यू राउंड। उसे क्लियर करने के बाद यू कैन बी द पार्ट ऑफ फोटोबग सोसाइटी।
ओके,
Can
सो
we join other societies and still be part of Photobug? Yes, you can,
यू
but you
कैन,
have to give a certain time to Photobug also. You
देखो,
can't just ignore a society.
या इट्स नॉट सी, आई एम करेंटली इन थ्री सोसाइटीज. निदान इज इन टू सोसाइटीज. निदान टू और
Yes,
थ्री? Two, right?
two, 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 two.
Yeah. So a lot of members in our society are currently enrolled in two or three societies. So you don't have to worry about that. You cannot join Photobook if you are in other society. But the only requirement is that you give proper time, you allocate proper time to each society you are in. You might have to prioritize Photobug at some point. You might have to prioritize any other society at some point, but you will have to manage that. We don't deny anybody if he's in five societies as well. Which email
But वो
ID?
आप
हाँ हाँ निदान बोल.
but वो आप पे है, मतलब आप सोसाइटीज को टाइम दे पा रहे हो तो you can join 3, 4, 5, any amount of societies you can, but it's upon you.
Yeah, definitely. Which email ID to be filled in the form? College or person? We
Any,
don't
any.
any ID. We don't really mind that.
Yeah.
That is totally up to you.
We are working in an online mode. What are the opportunities we will get while being at home? Can you brief some more? That.
Okay. See, whatever work Photobug has done in the past 2 years has been online, except for one workshop. We created the magazine sitting at our homes. We conducted 3 to 4 workshops sitting at home. We organized competitions, three to four competitions sitting at home. So you get a plethora of opportunities sitting at your home while working online. You don't really have to worry about this society being a practical society and you not getting a chance to work in an online mode. You will get a lot of opportunities.
Yes.
If you really want to like, you can check out the magazine. Like, we have actually reflected the whole 2 years in that magazine. Informed in option recent picture, we need to upload our photo work. No, you need to upload your personal picture. What do you look like? It's for the official purpose, so that we know whom we are going to interview when you come to the interview. If you get selected, like, we need to verify that it is you. And if you want to upload your photo work, you can actually upload in the below given option that we have provided you with. Okay. I guess we don't have any questions, do we?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. So, guys, if you have any more questions, आपको कोई भी questions हो और and you want to talk about them, uh, you have our contact numbers. हम में से किसी को भी कांटेक्ट कर लेना. You can contact me, you can contact Nidhan, you can contact Abhay. We are in the group of orientation. And after this form, after you fill this form, you will be required to join another recruitment group specifically for people who actually want to enroll themselves in the recruitment process. So udhar bhi you can ask any questions that you have. ठीक है? So I think we are done with the work with the orientation, and I if you do not have any questions, we are going to end this meeting now. And I'm really thankful to everybody who joined the orientation and to all those people who asked their doubts as well, because your doubts make us know things better and explain things better to you, whatever we missed. Okay, so really thankful to everybody who joined, and I wish you all the very best. And I hope to see you working in this society and making Photobug society a better society than it is right now and reach different heights and become better than all the other societies out there in the DU circuit. Because our society is not like we do not say this out aloud, but every society competes among all the other societies from the different colleges. So you need to have that spark in you to bring out the best out of Photobug society if you become a member of it. That's what we accept, and we work as a family. We are really close to each other, close knitted group of photographers, videographers, content writers. That's it. That's it from our side. Thank you so much for joining. Hope to see you in
Thank
the
you so much,
society.
guys.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you so much, guys.
Then you can end the meeting.
Sure,
Thank
sure.
you, sir. Have a nice day.
Yeah, you too.
Same to you. Same to you.